And I saw it all, the great galactic structures. To the lowliest swarms of microbes, I saw them from every angle. I saw the comets sowing seeds of life throughout emerging star systems. And then I saw that life, fully evolved a billion years later, grazing on the fertile plains of numberless planets. I saw the gods in their final conflicts, tearing their mythical worlds asunder in orgy after meaningless orgy of violence. I saw a street in the heart of Chicago, looked in all the windows, looked out all the windows, saw all the streets on Earth, on all Earths. I witnessed a multitude of universes collapsing upon each other, attempting unification into a single coherent cosmology, leaving innumerable sentient beings unaware of what happened, living their lives as if all were normal, as if the great wheel of creation hadn't been thrown crazily out of balance. I shielded my eyes from the glare of 1 trillion suns reflected on 10 trillion oceans, while I followed a single spider spinning her silken web in the darkest corner of the Great Pyramid. I felt the pulse of all the lifeblood pumped through all the veins and arteries of all the living things. I swam the heaving seas and counted each microscopic life form contained therein. I rode upon glaciers as they ground mountains into grains of sand. I saw a long war between light and darkness resolved as heaven and hell intertwined into a seductive mating dance. In a garret of Buenos Aires, I sat typing with a genius blind 20 years. I played tight end for the New England Patriots in last year's Super Bowl. With my tribal brothers, I felt the cool Paleolithic breeze as we feasted upon the flesh of our enemies. I ran with the lemmings on their mad dash to oblivion. I drank the wine of every fermented grape. I cried in humiliation along with each Promethean giant, then laughed at their spectacle. I laid the paving stones for the first highways of man, and sat stalled in the choking gridlock of his present-day streets. I dreamt right along with sleeping humankind, and saw how they have yet to awaken in these realms, and mapped each snowflake that has ever fallen or ever will. I smelt rancid grease dripping on a stovetop counter, and wondered at the beauty of the Taj Mahal. I flew with pterodactyls, wings beating furiously in an attempt to outrace extinction. I saw the seasons of the year unfolding, all the seasons of all the years. A baby kitten suffering distemper. All the pawns moved in all the games ever played. A peacock spreading his feathers, revealing the gaze of 100 jeweled eyes. I saw the heel of a shoe crushing a delicate flower. The mania and delusions that accompany all civilizations. I watched the elements being formed within the crucibles of the stars. The gases that brew in the closed systems of the planets, the omens that augur all future acts, a gambler's discards. I saw time, not as a linear progression of events, but as a single harmonic explosion. I saw a pebble tossed into a pond, rippling out in perfect, concentric patterns. I followed the spoor of the Yeti. I lifted the columns of the Acropolis in fear and honor of the gods. I knew the hubris of our ancestors as they looked down on these offerings. I saw a great ship, its rudder gone, sides split asunder by a treacherous reef. I was the reef, a complete ecosystem welcoming the ship's crew to my watery bosom. I saw my face.